Parties have been incredible.
Yeah.
Whether they're outside of Lenovo, at Red Hat, thousands and thousands of people. Smoky Hollow has been another spot that has had folks there every single game of this playoff run.
Let's go, Bailey Stamos. How's it going over there?
8 years it's taken.
You guys, we have the cup right here at Smoky Hollow. Look at this. Look at this crowd, guys. I mean, it is just electric here, like you said. They've been here every game. This is a win 20 years in the making, right here. And that is something we have heard all night. The cheering for Bussy just over and over. Clearly, we got a favorite player here. Look at this crowd, guys. Amazing time. All right. And thank you guys so much. It's been such an amazing time to be out here in Smoky Hollow. Dan?
All right. Thank you to Bailey. Appreciate it. And it's been fun to see the fans react.
I feel for these reporters
They
who are
can't
out
hear
here.
a word. They don't even know if it's happening. Yes.
They're like, am I even live right now? I don't even know. We got to get over to Las Vegas. One of the players that, Chris, you featured just a week or so ago, Jalen Chatfield, you're there with his dad.
Absolutely, guys. There's only one Jalen in an NHL, and now he is a Stanley Cup champion. I'm standing by with Scott Chatfield, his father. Scott, you have to be proud. Your son just won a Stanley Cup with the Carolina Hurricanes. He's been through a lot. He's been cut a lot, but he found a place here with Raleigh, with the Carolina Hurricanes, and now he's a champion. What are the thoughts going through your head?
Unspeakable words. He's been dreaming about it since he was a kid. And to come in here to win it in this place, it's personal. And this is a great team effort, and the Cup's coming back to North Carolina.
I had a chance to talk to Jalen just a few weeks ago, and he said he was cut from a team when he was 14. Of course, he didn't play in college, and then he had to play in the OHL, and just a lot that he went through to get here. And he's now one of the top defensemen on a championship team. You saw his journey. What was it like for him getting cut, getting up and down the emotional roller coaster just to get here?
Jalen was always good enough. He just had to be put in good situations with good teams and good coaching. He got cut at all different levels. He got cut 7, 8 times in the NHL. Carolina even cut him a few the first time. So he's been through a lot, ups and downs, and to be cut and then come out here and be one of the top defensemen in the Stanley Cup, you can't get no better. You can't get no better thoughts.
Absolutely. I used to be a pro wrestler. I just want to say, you have the size of a pro wrestler right here. We should be a tag team.
My kid has the heart of a pro wrestler.
Yes.
He plays hard like that. So
he absolutely does. Before I let you go, I just want to get you to say, let's go Canes for everybody back in Raleigh.
Let's go Canes. Let's go Canes.
There you go. That's Scott Chatfield, Jalen Chatfield's dad. I'll let you go ahead and celebrate right now with your son. Thank you so much for joining us. Guys, we'll send it back inside to you.
During that interview, all I could think was just about all the little versions, the kid versions of all of these players who had dreamed so many times of hoisting that Stanley Cup. Now they get to do it.
And I think the theme of this entire journey has been perseverance.
Yeah.
A Chatfield story where you get cut time and time again, and then you find your moment. A Brandon Bussy, somebody who doesn't seem to find the right fit, and then he finds his moment. They're chanting his name. Or even this organization that has been to the Eastern Conference Finals time and time again. And how many times did it seem like it wasn't going to happen? Perseverance is just the storyline about this organization. It's been fantastic to watch. Monica Casey live outside of the arena in Las Vegas. Monica, what a thing to be there and witness. What a great moment.
It is amazing how many Canes fans are here, and I'll tell you, they were louder than the Vegas fans. I mean, they had a little more to cheer for tonight, but I'm joined by some of them right now. Guys, Stanley Cup, Canes win. How are you feeling?
Oh my God, we feel amazing! Best day ever! It's amazing!
And you guys traveled from Charlotte to be here. Why was it so important that you crossed the country for this game?
It's been 20 years. We knew 20 years. It was time. We were due.
Watching that game, what was it like as the seconds counted down?
Oh my God, I was so nervous. Every single moment, I had no idea if we were gonna actually win it or not. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. It was amazing.
My heart rate is still insane. It is still insane.
God, I'm still feeling it, yeah.
But I mean, it's over now. We won. We won.
Now, you guys flew from Charlotte. Tell me, where are you going next?
Oh, we gotta go back to Charlotte.
We have work tomorrow.
You said your flight's in 2 hours?
2 hours.
Yes.
2 hours.
Yes, we need to get to the airport pretty soon. Yes.
But you hung around here for this interview. Thank you, guys. Anything else you want to say about the Canes?
Go Canes!
Let's go, Canes!
We won!
Woo! All right, get to the airport. Get to the airport. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Monica, I don't know what I'm more nervous about. The last period where the Canes were trying to hold on to that lead to win, or the fact that those guys have to get to the airport now.
They better start thinking up a good excuse to their bosses as to why they're not
I love that they're shouting, we won, and they go, we have work tomorrow. It's like the energy was so high.
This place, talk about energy being high. This place has been so much fun to watch. Eric Miller has been out there with the fans. Let's get back outside to you.
Ashley, the thing that I've really noticed watching this crowd out here today, this is an overwhelmingly young crowd for the most part. It's a lot of people who weren't even born or would have been very, very young the last time the Canes won a Stanley Cup. But there are also veterans, people who have been waiting since that time. Folks like this guy right over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. You see the generosity of Canes fans. They're even willing to share those rally towels they got out here. Let's go, Canes!
Let's go, Canes!
I mean, where else would you rather be right now? I do want to get over to this guy right here, Joe Powers, who has been a Canes fan, what, Joe, 15 years?
15, 20 years, yes, sir.
What does this moment mean to you?
It's huge for us. The Caniacs has been following him for so long. Since Brind'Amour's taken over, we know the players. We've been following them, come to the games. They've come so close, and then finally got the cup. It's amazing. The Eastern Conference Finals, they failed, and then they come through, and they got the cup. We got the cup.
So, Joe, I mean, you're a season ticket holder.
Yes, sir.
What have you seen as you've watched this team this year?
Just believe they bought into the system. They've done well, and then getting past that Eastern Conference Final, it's just been amazing. To get past that, and then it's like, we come here tonight, we know they were going to get the cup. We just know. They were playing so good. We just know they're buying into Brind'Amour system. Bam.
Is there one moment you have been really looking forward to with this win?
Right there. That thing coming up at number 16 right there. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Let's go, Canes! Let's go!
Guys, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio. Waiting for that flag live here outside the Lenovo Center.
I love that the place is still packed. People aren't going home. They're hanging out together. The kids are up late. I mean, these are the types of nights that families never forget when the little ones are like, what time is it?
Yes.
It's after midnight almost, something like, I mean, just to experience that as a family, as a community, it's why sports become so important.
20 years ago, Jordan Staal watched his brother Eric compete in the Stanley Cup final and win. Tonight, he gets his moment, and boy, what a moment it has been. Let's get over to the live center with Luis Fernandez.
I mean, the entire series, Ashley, has been all Jordan Staal. 5 straight games with a goal, and he has been named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. That is the playoff MVP, Jordan Staal. As you can see here, at 37 years old, he is the oldest Conn Smythe Trophy winner in NHL history. The heater he's been on has been absolutely ridiculous. He didn't score 5 goals in a single month over the course of this season, and he scores 6 when they need him. 6 goals and an assist in this one for Jordan Staal. And to paint the picture here for Staal, he was traded from the Pittsburgh Penguins, found out, I believe it was 2012, in the middle of his wedding. He plays years and years during this stretch of tough times with the Canes. He's played for Rod Brind'Amour this whole time, and now he is the oldest Conn Smythe Trophy winner in NHL history. I'll send it back to you all.
And what a playoffs it has been. I mean, let's not forget, the Hurricanes were lights out this entire I mean, they only lost 1 game on their way to the Stanley Cup Finals, and man, I mean, the back and forth, the comebacks,
Yeah.
the overtime wins, it was pure drama.
And so much of their success was because of his leadership. Let's get back out to Alex Littlehales, who hopefully still has control of his arms, because it was pretty wild there before.
It took a minute to wrangle my limbs back together, but we're here, we're safe, it's a good time. The game ended a couple minutes ago, but as you can see behind me, everyone is still here witnessing history. They don't want to leave this place. It is such a communal, loving spirit here. Now, I want to bring in a friend that I just met 30 seconds ago. This is Hunter from Greensboro. Why are we talking to Hunter tonight? Well, Hunter knows just a little bit more about hockey than your average Caniac. Hunter played for the Junior Canes at the, AA level? Yeah. So, I mean, you're pretty good at hockey then.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
You're being humble. You were pretty good at hockey, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
What did you think of this series, just overall?
I thought it was incredible. It started off, it seemed so even. It was an exciting game every night. It was wonderful to see the 4-goal comeback. Although we lost, it was still amazing to see. And I think it just shows the character that the guys have. And
so you were at one point you were within the Canes organization? Is that?
Just in their youth program.
Youth program, gotcha, I understand now. I mean, to grow up in this area and to see the Stanley Cup win, I mean, what does that mean to you as a North Carolinian?
It's insane. It's been 20 years since they've last won it, and I don't even remember it. I hadn't gained consciousness at that point, so it was insane. That 20 years ago they won it. They won it again. It's insane what they've done, just not for Raleigh, but for the entire state with their first goal program. It's incredible. Introducing hockey to the South. It's awesome.
Hunter's a great sport. He was my latest victim that I just pulled apart like 30 seconds ago. But everyone's having just an incredible time here. And something that Eric noted too that I just want to hit on really quick is that the makeup of the crowd that he's seeing there. I mean, what's beautiful to see here is that you have people that were around, 20 years ago, people that would take their kids to the games back in 2006, and then you have kids as young as 10 years old. These two groups sitting right next to each other here at Red Hat Amphitheater downtown. Truly a beautiful sight to see as they are watching the Stanley Cup being lifted right before their eyes. Back to you guys in the studio.
And what a moment that is to witness the Stanley Cup being lifted.
And a cool moment that was happening is it went to Jordan Staal and he was holding it, and then he passed it to goalie Freddie Anderson. Now, the past couple of games have been all about Brandon Bussi, who came into goal and had a remarkable, helped them to close out the remarkable win there in the Stanley Cup final. But Anderson got the team to that point, and was amazing throughout the Stanley Cup. So a really powerful moment as they were passing that cup around.
Really sweet to see them do that. All right, can we get out to Bailey Stamos? She has been out at Smoky Hollow now. Bailey, I see you've got some fans behind you.
Yes, I think I found the loudest fans in Smoky Hollow. How about it, guys? How about that win? We got some tarts off. It is getting crazy. Let's go down here, but how about my girls over here? Girl power right here. Look at this. And I think I found the cutest fan in Smoky Hollow, too. Look at this guy right here. Look at this. Who is this?
This is Billy Ann.
Billy Ann. How old is Billy Ann? The newest? Might be the newest Canes fan of the bunch.
She is definitely the youngest Canes fan.
And tell me about how fun tonight was. I mean, I've never seen dogs at the Stanley Cup final before.
Tonight was so fun. We brought the dogs to a bar initially, and we came out here, and we had such a good time.
Awesome. Well, as you guys can see, that energy at Smoky Hollow is unmatched.
Good. All right. Good. Very good showing. Thank you.
I think that pup is like, can I please go home now?
I know. He's tired. He's tired. That's okay. So we're still breaking down kind of all the details of what happened tonight. And I love having our crew out in Vegas that have been doing a fantastic job telling these stories.
Absolutely. And they touched on just how brilliant the second line has been. Let's get back out to Chris Lee and Brian Murphy. Guys?
Yeah, guys, we're still here as the different players are lifting the trophy over their head. Right now, Brandon Bussi is lifting the trophy over his head right now. You hear Bussi chants from the crowd right now. This is a very cool scene because so many Carolina Hurricanes fans with Canes jerseys on here cheering for the Canes, and this just looks like almost like a home crowd in a way.
Yeah, it's amazing. Their fans have filtered down to the lower deck here and are taking photos, clapping with each other. I talked to a fan who said he was at the first game when the Carolina Hurricanes played in Greensboro in 1997, and you heard the big cheers for Brandon Bussey.
Yes.
Freddie Anderson to get that trophy second after the captain and now Conn Smythe Award winner Jordan Staal, I thought was a great moment for these Hurricanes. Obviously, Freddie Anderson hasn't been active the last 3 games, but he was the goalie for the first 16 games and really carried them to the final.
One of the things I think is going to be very interesting about this team, some people were wondering last year if their window was closing. And then all of a sudden you have the right acquisitions and you have Jackson Blake who comes on the scene, looks really good. And you bring in Logan Stankoven when Mikko Rantanen didn't want to be here. And now it looks as if the Canes window has widened a little bit more, Brian. Like right now, they could probably bring back almost the entire roster, maybe the entire roster for next year.
Yeah, you just heard Alexander Nikishin, Stankoven, Blake, Keandre Miller. All these guys are signed long-term. Yes. Not Nikishin yet, but Ehlers is on a long-term deal. Even the veterans, the guys you think of that have been here forever, Aho, Svechnikov, all those guys under long-term deals. And the Canes have cap space.
Yes.
So there's a lot of fans here in Vegas thinking, hey, I've got to get out there because this might be the first time in 20 years. Well, they might be right back here next year because this team is very good and they're going to be able to keep all their pieces together.
It's amazing what they've been able to do right now. Rod Brind'Amour is lifting the trophy once again, and it looks just like 20 years ago, except he has on a suit this time instead of his number 17 sweater on the ice. And what a moment this is with everybody erupting. And you see Rod Brind'Amour with the smile on his face. He has been the backbone of the Carolina Hurricanes. We can't talk about their success without Rod Brind'Amour. Talk about that and how important he's been to this franchise.
Rod Brind'Amour is the Carolina Hurricanes. They've been flashing that stat all season. I think it's up to 110 postseason games for the Hurricanes, and Rod Brind'Amour has been a part of 108 of them.
Yes.
He's been a part of both Cup-winning teams, first as the captain, now as the coach. I mean, it is not a stretch to say the Carolina Hurricanes may not even be the Carolina Hurricanes if not for Rod Brind'Amour. You remember 8 years ago when Tom Dundon bought the franchise and he hired Rod Brind'Amour to be the coach. This is a team that hadn't made the playoffs in 11 of 12 seasons. Right. The Carolina Hurricanes were constantly mentioned as a possible relocation team. A team that might move out of North Carolina to a Canadian city, to Houston, you name it. What Rod Brind'Amour has done in taking this team in the regular season and in the postseason has revitalized the fan base, and now here we are. Carolina Hurricanes are Stanley Cup champions. They have a long-term lease. They're not going anywhere.
I went back through X a while ago, and Quebec City was begging the NHL to move the Carolina Hurricanes to Quebec City back in 2018. Guys, you guys have some questions for us out here as we're witnessing this trophy ceremony?
You know, I'm curious to get your take. Vegas Golden Knights, a powerhouse team, guys. When I was in the locker room talking to Jordan Staal, he said it's going to be the team that is the most composed, the most consistent throughout the game that's going to win, because really it's about that at that point when you've got the two teams with so much talent. What do you see from your vantage point as being the difference makers against that powerhouse Vegas Golden Knights?
The Carolina Hurricanes, we've seen it with every single series in this postseason. As the series goes on, they get better, right? This is the only time that Vegas has been shut out in this series. They didn't even put a point on the board here versus the Carolina Hurricanes in a game that they had to win so they could have more life to go to a Game 7. That is what I see from the Carolina Hurricanes. They just continue to get stronger. You saw not such a good game in Game 1. You saw them kind of have that, they gave up 4 goals in Game 3. It didn't look so good. But then after that, they played their games. They've dominated since Game 4. And this is why they are Stanley Cup champions right now.
Yeah, I mean, look no further than Jack Eichel, one of the stars of this team. Jordan Staal matched up against him for most of the series. Eichel shut down late in this game, he had an opportunity to make it 2-1, put the pressure on Carolina. He hits the crossbar and doesn't score. They really did a great job shutting Jack Eichel down. Mitch Marner was terrific in that game 3, had the hat trick. But once Chris and Pat buried the hat trick in the Las Vegas desert, Mitch Marner did nothing as well. Like, Carolina did a fantastic job shutting down the best players on Vegas. Eichel, Marner, Dorofeyev, unheard of. Like, you didn't hear his name at all in this series. And then the loss of William Karlsson for this game, I think, played a big role for the Vegas Golden Knights.
They might need to etch our names in the side of that trophy as well, because after we buried the hat trick in that Nevada desert, Mitch Marner has not shown up. So I think we have something to do with that. Guys, we'll send it back inside to you.
You know, there's been a lot. There's no doubt that Raleigh, that the Triangle, that the Carolinas love Carolina Hurricane hockey. But there was some discussion as to whether or not this was a hockey town. After seeing the way that people have turned out at these watch parties, and I was hearing the cheers tonight when the Canes were scoring, the cheers from the stands in Vegas, how has the turnout been as Carolina traveled out to Las Vegas for this final game of the Stanley Cup?
It's been a lot. There's still a lot of Canes fans right now. I mean, we're looking at Canes fans who are taking pictures right now, taking in the moment, all right here. Because this is once in a lifetime for some of these fans. And this is a hockey town. Raleigh is a hockey town now. And it probably, this is another subject, it's probably helping out the case for a baseball team coming to Raleigh later on in the future. But let's stick with hockey. This is a hockey town, and there's probably a chance for more championships in the future.
Yeah, and you can't forget, Dan, not too long ago, a decade ago, maybe a little bit longer, this was a market that was seen on the edge. Yeah. You know, Gary Bettman, the commissioner of the NHL, was really committed to Raleigh, made sure they got the draft, made sure they got the All-Star game, obviously brought the outdoor game, but I think the ownership of Tom Dundon, the on-ice success of Rod Brind'Amour has revitalized the fan base. And I mean, they're a third of the stadium, maybe 30% of the stadium tonight, the arena here in Las Vegas was filled with Canes fans. They all wanted to be here for this. And then not only do you have the watch party at Lenovo, but you got the outside, you've got other watch parties. I mean, they probably could have filled Carter Finley Stadium. The Canes fans are making a ton of noise, and it's certainly a hockey market now.
Couldn't agree more. Perfectly said, fellas. Thank you. We'll keep checking in with you guys in Las Vegas. But you do get that feeling, and it's also right as they're about to invest so much money down in this area to build it out entirely, create an entire district around the sports that happen down there, and pinned on the Lenovo Center and the Hurricanes. And it's the timing couldn't have been better for this team to cross the hump.
Exactly.
And get it done and win that Stanley Cup.
Tom Dundon's looking at this crowd and he's saying, I made the right choice.
Certainly.
Let's get out to Eric Miller, who is in this crowd right now. Eric?
Absolute best.
Yeah, Ashley and Dan, I mean, come on. Just take a look at this crowd. Listen to those cheers and take a look at that shirt. You know exactly what that means. You can see the merch. That championship merch has already gone on sale here at the Lenovo Center. Fans already snapping it up to commemorate this historic win, to make this incredible moment live forever, at least on a shelf somewhere in their closets. The energy out here has been absolutely unbelievable. You know, a little bit earlier we heard Murph and our guys there in Vegas talking about the journey that this team has been on over the last several years. Think about how small the crowds were in Raleigh before. Think about how big they are now. Really quick.
I'm feeling amazing right now. Job's finished, baby. Let's go.
How long did it take you to run out and get this shirt after that win?
I've had it on all playoff series long. Every game, every night, from start to finish. Let's go. Let's go.
What is this moment mean to you as a Canes fan?
It means the world. We waited a long time. We waited, what, 8 straight years? 8 straight years. This is the first time. Let's go, Rod. Let's go, Canes. Let's go.
How long are you going to be celebrating this moment?
Maybe till next week. I might be celebrating this forever. Let's do it again next year. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Guys, you hear that energy? You feel the impact of all of this here. Just look at these guys. Look at their faces.
Hey, listen. The Canes won. To the Vegas coach, thanks for starting hard, baby. Go Canes. Yeah!
ceremony. I want to walk you down this way. Just take a look at some of the people we've got as the Lenovo Center has started to empty out the more than 18,000 people who have been inside. We're going to get over to the other side now, where they will be raising the flag here in a couple of minutes.
Here we go.
You can see that empty space. Look, there it is right now, the flag. The flag actually going up. That 16th flag here outside the Lenovo Center. This one ready to join all of the others that have been raised over the last several weeks. This, the result of a completed dream that this team and these thousands of fans have had for months and years. Literally a 20-year wait for that flag to be hung. And it's an absolutely unbelievable moment, guys. I'm looking out on a sea of thousands of fans. I've seen kids on their dad's shoulders. I've seen thousands of cell phones. I mean, listen to the Let's Go Canes chant.
I can't tell. Is Eric is he still reporting or not? Because we cannot hear him.
We cannot hear you, Eric.
What a moment. What a moment. So this is something they do after each win of the Stanley Cup playoff run. Every time they get that crucial victory to get them closer and closer to the cup, they put another flag, and that is the one that matters right there. That's the one they've been waiting to hoist up.
As if they needed any more reason to get hyped up. This is going to do it.
I'm a little taken by the fact that the energy has stayed at a 10. It is not at a 9.8. It is not at a 9.9. It is at a 10.
You know what we need to invest in for tomorrow? We need to invest in throat lozenges because the number of people who are going to have no voice by tomorrow.
I mean, you know what? If you're a business owner, get ready for some people to call in. All right, you might.
That's the first T-shirt, by the way, that guy was holding. That's the first T-shirt that I saw that was a Stanley Cup champion T-shirt. Dick's is actually going to be opening up. Dick's Sporting Goods is opening up tonight to sell Stanley Cup champion merchandise.
And you know what? There are enough people awake right now looking to probably go buy some. I think it's exciting too. You see the energy, and of course, it's lasting now a good half hour or more at a 10 level since they won. But this is going to be a really fun week in the city, and then some. But this week is going to be so fun.
Yes,
the team
Monday is going to feel real good, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, the team is going to come home. This is going to be what everybody's talking about this week. Everybody's going to be having all their Canes gear on everywhere they go.
By the way, we haven't yet got official word about the... Okay, they're talking to players on the ice right now. Let's go. Can we get over to that right now? Oh, here we go. Keandre Miller.
It's told about a handful of guys to slap me, and if it's real or not, you know. I mean, this is just unbelievable. This group was determined since day one, and to get this result is, you know, unbelievable. Second to none.
And you go viral for the image of you holding your son after clinching the Eastern Conference Final. Has that sunk in yet that you're going to share this with your son?
Oh, not trying to choke up, but yeah. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun summer, really fun summer. I can't wait to put him in there.
How did you guys turn this series when it looked like at the beginning, God forbid that you guys might have been outmatched, but you guys found a way to get a stranglehold on this as you've done all postseason?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just shows our leadership. I mean, since I've got here, I mean, there's been a handful of guys that have done everything for this team and put the team first and really build this culture the right way. And it's been nothing but great since day one. So I think just, you know, sticking with the process and leaning on these older guys that have been through it and their experiences and things like that. So big shout out to those guys.
Last one for me. You ready to celebrate in Vegas?
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be fucking unreal. Sorry for my language, but I can't wait.
Hey, we want to bleep that on live TV, man. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Live TV, baby. Let's see who else we can get. Oh my God, what a scene. I don't know if you guys are live on us right now. This is incredible. Oh my God. All right, I see Jordan Staal over here. Spence, you got a second for us, bud?
Yeah, let's do it.
How are you, man? Congratulations, dude.
Appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah. All good, Jamie? Svech, people doubted you guys. People said the Canes were boring. They couldn't do it. And here you are, raising Lord Stanley's Cup. How you feeling?
I feel, I can't realize it right away that we won the cup, but it's incredible. Such a special group, and I think it was so hard for us. We've been battling with this for 7 years. We've been kicked out from every playoff, but we knew that we got to get better every year. And now we're here. We raised finally the Stanley Cup, and can't wait to have a couple of beers with the boys and talk over it.
Yeah, I hope to join you guys for a couple beers later. But first, you guys, you're one of the players that have been here since the beginning with Rod Brind'Amour. How much more special is it that you've shared it with this group of brothers for all these years and welcomed in several more along the way?
Yeah, I'm very grateful, doing with these boys what we did tonight. We've been together for 8 years, and we finally did it. I think we pretty deserve it because, we work hard every day and trying to get better every day, and I think we deserve it.
I know your brother Evgeny is here. I know you've got a support system here in America and the crowd. And I'm sure back in Russia, what do you want to say to everybody that you love, that you want to share this with?
Yeah, I mean, my parents, obviously they did they raised me and my brother, and obviously it was our dream, with me and my brother, and I finally did it. I'm sure my brother is the happiest person right now in the world, and obviously thank you to my girlfriend that been supporting me every day, and just being there for me, and all my family, my dad, all my family, friends, and just grateful to have them around.
Congratulations! I'll let you go find them, man. I'll see you later tonight, man. Oh, sorry.
All right, Pat is on the hunt again. So we're gonna stick with Pat here as he kind of
stay with us.
Pat, keep looking for people. We'll kind of
see if we can get Brandon Bussey.
Yeah, we'll chat a bit. So. What a great moment. And I apologize, people are hearing me kind of comment.
Well,
I become a viewer sometimes as well, just as we're watching all this.
To be honest, I'm feeling a little numb right now in the sense of I'm sure I'm going to crash at some point, but I haven't yet. I'm just super thankful for everything that's happened. I love being with this team. I love all the guys, everyone behind the scenes. Family being here, it's special, and I'm going to remember it obviously forever. So I got to go, though. Sorry, guys.
Congratulations, Brendan. Let's see what else we can get.
It's such a cool story with Brandon Bussey. Not only is he winning the Stanley Cup tonight, but next month, he and his fiancée, Mary, are getting married.
Fantastic.
I know.
What a time.
What a stretch for this guy. And he was obviously so good during the regular season, and now to just come in so clutch in the last couple of games.
Made his first playoff start in the Stanley Cup final, which had never happened before. And this is somebody who then proceeded to play lights out in net and just lock things down. And tonight, a scoreless,
incredible
Vegas Golden Knights.
Yep.
They never saw the back of the net, and he was a big reason why.
I interviewed his fiancée Mary just a few days ago, and we were talking about his unlikely journey to the Carolina Hurricanes. They were on their way to Charlotte, and they got a call from Tulski. Let's get over to Pat Welter. He's got Sebastian Aho.
En mä varmaan eka aikaa siitä. Totta kai Rodin kanssa ollaan tässä niinku tätä oltu periaatteessa. Tässä on niinku sama Kore ollut mukana ja hänkin on ollut. Mä tiedän kuinka paljon tää merkkaa myös hänellä ja kuinka paljon se halusi meille tätä mestaruutta ja tää tuntuu aivan uskomattoman hyvältä.
Ashley, will you translate that for us, please?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. It's incredible and amazing. No, I'm just joking. He tends to take his questions first in his native language, and then he'll pick up the English questions. At least that's been my experience. So hopefully, if you just stay with us, you'll hear him react to this incredible Stanley Cup championship.
huomannut tässä, että sillä ei ole niinku minkäännäköistä merkitystä, kuka niinku
it is difficult sometimes for the team to find glory in another city. Here they are in Vegas, but you couldn't tell by looking at some of these images. A lot of Canes fans made the trip, a lot of fans there in the stands, and I think that has to mean a ton to this organization and to players like Aho.
And he has made sure that he stays, he has been having fun throughout this entire playoff run. Always making sure that, while he's focused and he understands that it's a stressful, high-pressure scenario. Here we go with Mr. Tulsky.
Interesting.
We're here with Eric Tulsky, the architect behind the madness. How does it feel from your standpoint? We have to be emotionless sometimes, but it's got to be boiling over now.
No, it's incredible. We've worked so long and so hard for this, and to see it come through finally, you can't put into words how much it means to everyone here.
So many highs, so many lows, but then everything you guys have tried to build here worked. This was Carolina Hurricanes hockey.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible. These guys, they've played incredible hockey. The whole playoff run, they've just played absolutely to their potential. And when they do that, we're a really hard team to beat, and I'm so proud of them for being able to pull that off.
Can you pinch yourself a little bit for a second? A guy that probably should have been a scientist. You were a nanoscientist, but you started a blog. Somebody noticed, and now you're the GM of the Stanley Cup champions. Can you step back and appreciate your own story?
It is wild. I still don't really understand how I ended up here, but I will take it.
And this could be the start of something too, right? You guys have been building to this, but through your wise contracts, this could go for a long time. How do you see the future?
I don't know. Right now, we're just enjoying today. We'll worry about tomorrow.
You got to celebrate for 24 hours,
That's right. You get 24 hours, then we'll get back to work.
Congratulations, Eric. Thank you. Appreciate your time, man. Eric Tulsky, everybody, the man behind the madness. Let's see if we can.
Is such an interesting. An interesting figure in all of this. And we keep talking about how many storylines that are unique to this Stanley Cup run, but this is a man who, again, is a nanoscientist. Oh, we have Staal now. Let's listen in.
My goodness, you've been there every day, and it's just every day. It's just another step to get here, and we did it. We did it. It's unbelievable. It would be a random day in the summer. I don't feel like working out, or just you're just constantly trying to push yourself to get here, this moment, and I can't believe it. It is nothing better.
A lot of beers are going to be.
A ton of beers will be good. Yeah, they won't hurt. My bros, man. So much breaking it down. They've supported me so much. They've brought so much more to my game and find ways to get better, and just so happy.
Jordan, you imagine raising Lord Stanley's Cup since you're a kid. You've seen Rod Brind'Amour do it. We all have the video so many times. What was it like for that to be you?
Yeah, his dream come true. I was so excited to look at all the fellas and be able to raise it for them right off the bat, and just we did it. And I was so excited to show the fellas that we did it. My goodness, it's such an amazing feeling to be standing there. And start that off, and just so proud of this group.
How much more does it mean that you've got to share it with these guys since the beginning? So many of you here for this 8-year run and beyond.
Yeah, exactly. We've been grinding for a lot longer than most people think. We've built this culture in this organization to find ways to pull us off and to be able to push through and do it. It's a dream come true.
You have your brother Eric out here on the ice with you as well, and your family. Has that hit you yet?
Yeah, it has. It's what I've been dreaming about. Having everyone here, smiling, just amazing. Thank you, guys.
Just amazing. What a career he has had. What a Stanley Cup he has had. What a moment here.
That's so awesome. Dan, you and I have talked so much about how this has just been such a great family sport to watch, and for these guys too. Every time that you see, when we went to the game the other day, we saw the family, we saw the kids. They were taking this all in. It's just such a beautiful moment.
I could just sit here watching this. Yeah, it's just a special moment. I mean, that's one that these guys worked so hard for. Watching the videos earlier of them hoisting the cup. And for me, you know, I was here 20 years ago when the Canes won the cup in 2006, and I remember seeing Rod Brind'Amour hold up that trophy. And I also have seen that look on his face waiting to win this one. Let's listen to Seth Jarvis here.
Everyone has so much respect for him, and now for him to do it as a coach, it's incredible.
I remember his celebration as a player, but how about that one as a coach?
I thought he was going to Gronk spike the cup there for a second, but no, it was incredible, and I don't know what else to say.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Seth, how did it feel to raise that trophy? I know you've talked about skating on the pond in the backyard with their brother, imagining being here, and now you are.
I don't know. There's no feeling like it to be able to do it with this group. My family here, like you said, my brother right there. I don't know. It's incredible.
Can you describe what it means to you to be a part of this organization, to be brought in, to have grown up here the last couple of years in a way? You know, your life has literally changed.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I came in as a young kid. They've matured me and turning into an adult now, so I couldn't be more thankful to be a part of this organization, this group of guys, and there's nobody in the world I'd rather do it with.
How vindicating is it to do this in the face of all the critics that said Carolina Hurricanes hockey can't win in the playoffs, they can't get past the Eastern Conference Final, they need a star?
I don't know what they're going to say now. We're champions, and all their words mean nothing now.
Your brother's right there. I know your boys from Winnipeg are here somewhere. Yeah. Anything you want to say to your boys and your brother that have supported you through so much?
I can't thank him enough to be in my corner like this and travel all around and be around me all the time and support me. If one makes it, we all make it. And I'm not the only champion here tonight. We all are.
Winnipeg on the map, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's talk to Caden Jarvis. Can we talk to you guys too? Is this your whole family? Yeah. Can we talk to you guys? Yes. Pat from WRAL. Great to see you. I see the tears. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. We're here with the Jarvis family. I see the tears. We just talked to Seth. Can you put into words what this means to each of you?
It's unbelievable. Lifelong dream of his, and we're just glad that we get to share the moment with him. It's been an incredible journey. And the Canes organization, the community, has been wonderful. It's just, to end this year like this, unbelievable.
And Mom, the nation has fallen in love with your son. What's it like? You know, the ultimate love comes from mother. What is it like to see everybody embrace your son like this?
It's just amazing. Carolina has been unreal since the day he got drafted. And we're so excited that the team has done this for the community and for the city of Raleigh, and it's amazing. I don't have no words to put into how proud I am of that whole team.
And Caden, you know, you don't talk to Seth long before he mentions you and how much you've meant to him as a brother, a coach, a friend. I see the tears in your eye. What's going through your mind seeing him out here like this?
I just know how hard he's worked to get to this point, and for him to finally get there, that's all I can ask for.
Man, you're crying. I'm crying. I'll let you guys enjoy this moment. Congratulations. Just happy to be a small part of it.
Let's go, Canes!
Let's go, Canes! Incredible stuff. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful interviews. I don't know if Pat can hear us, but I'm curious if Rod Brind'Amour is anywhere around.
I'd love to hear from him.
Would love to hear from him.
I'm just crying over here with Caden. We'll try to lighten the mood with the fellas.
These are all of his buddies.
We're here with the boys from Winnipeg.
Right.
We couldn't celebrate a Stanley Cup without you. I know Seth didn't want to let you here, but you had to get here. Tell me about what this means to be on the ice with your best friend.
We are so proud of him. Like you said, his brother was crying. We've been crying up there for the last 30 minutes. It's crazy to see him win a cup. We're so proud of that guy.
How would you describe the ride you all have been on the last year, which started with just getting in somebody's mom's van and driving to Boston, and now you're in Vegas at the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, it started in our buddy's van, driving to Boston. Showed out Lucas Hummel's mom, and it started from there, and just if we were in the situation that he was in, he would support us as well. So doing anything we can to support him and be there for him has just been surreal and been unbelievable.
Did you guys have to convince him to let you come to Vegas? I know there were some worries that you guys maybe you couldn't handle it, but here we are. We made it.
I don't think we'd miss it for a minute. I think we can all tone down ourselves a little bit to enjoy this experience, and it's surreal being here. It's even unbelievable to see like Seth and his family just celebrating this moment.
We didn't tell them they were coming.
And Brian, you guys have gone to the Olympics. You've gone to the Four Nations tournament, the Stanley Cup playoffs, and now the Stanley Cup final. I mean, can you even put that into perspective?
Absolutely not. I think all of us are trying to hold back tears right now. This is the coolest thing we've ever been a part of in our entire life. Seeing him on the ice, him with his family, just letting us be a part of this is probably the coolest thing in the entire world. So we're thankful for him, thankful for the team, thankful for everything in the entire world.
Lucas, I know, guys, we like to make fun of each other to show our love, but did you guys have to just show love tonight to Seth? Is there anything you want to say to him?
I mean, no, absolutely. He's been there for us throughout everything, and I think he knows, but I hope he knows just how proud of him that we are, and that through anything, whether it's hockey, not hockey, that we'd be here for him for this, and it's just inspiring how hard he works, and the day in, the day out, and to see him achieve this, and be here right now, it's something we'll never forget and we'll hold with us forever.
It's about to rain nerds in Vegas, baby. Congratulations, man. Enjoy the night. Hope to see you guys later tonight. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
That's so great. When he was mentioning nerds, so Seth Jarvis keeps nerd clusters in his bathroom and in every room in his house, and he calls it ambiance.
He's like, you got to have candy within reach at any moment. So, and Pat just does such a great job. He's been covering this team for so long, and he knows everybody on the ice right now. And it's fantastic to hear from the families and see the tears that are being shed, because it isn't just the players who have put so much into this. Imagine the time that these families have put into raising these guys since they were kids, taking them to the ice, getting up for those early practices, the financial investment that goes into all of it, to see it all come to fruition like this. It has to be so special for all of them.
Absolutely. Rod Brind'Amour said, it's the high school coaches, the junior minor league coaches that really deserve a ton of credit, because they work so hard on developing these.
Obviously, Jordan Martinook, another player who has worked so hard
with the cup
to get there with the Stanley Cup, and I thought it was fun. Keandre Miller was saying earlier, Pat, he started to choke up when Pat brought up his young child and said, "Are you gonna put the baby into the cup?" And for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, they all get a chance to spend a little time with the Stanley Cup. All the players get some time personally with the cup at their home, and they all do funny things, take pictures, put their baby in there, drink some champagne out of it, maybe have their kids eat some cereal out of it, things like that. But it was.
Oh, it's so great.
Is there a better trophy in sports?
Truly, it's amazing. Jordan Martinook, what a great guy, too. Came over to the WRAL studios this past winter, tried his hand at anchoring news and anchoring weather.
Did quite well, we should say.
Very well.
He had his family here with him, adorable kids. And, you forget sometimes that these guys, when you meet them in person, they're so down to earth. Yeah. He's just like a dad running around here with his kids. And you forget that they're these super athletes, these superstars on the ice.
You raise something that is so true. These guys are so likable.
They are.
They are really so likable, and I think that's part of their, that magic sauce. When they talk about culture, they are such nice guys.
The kids are up late tonight. Let's see if we can get. Doing a FaceTime. Got to do a fun FaceTime. We'll see if we can get an interview with him here shortly. I'd love to hear from Coach Rod Brind'Amour as well. I'm sure there are a lot of emotions there, considering the journey he was on, and you can see the pressure.
Ask you, man. Thanks, buddy. I've been going to your locker every day for what feels like 2 months, man, and now you finally did it. You raised Lord Stanley Cup. I know you've imagined this for years, worked so hard for this moment. What was it like finally doing it?
Oh man, it was incredible. Like talking about even just since it's happened, like knowing that we're doing it with the boys for the rest of our lives. We got special memories we're going to be sharing, and I can't wait to enjoy this. Like, this is incredible.
How did you guys do it? You know, like the fewest games since the '88 Oilers to get it done. And all these other years, you flame out in the Eastern Conference Final, run to a bigger, better team. And this year, that's you guys. What changed?
It's just a bunch of guys that wanted it, and it didn't matter who it was on any given night. It was just everybody bought into how we want to do things, and we stayed healthy and had incredible goaltending. Deep, I don't know, it was just a group effort.
What can you say about your head coach, who I think almost dropped the cup, which was hard for me to believe?
He didn't drop it. He was trying to throw it in the air, which he's got the juice to do it, which is, I don't know, I love that guy. I'm so happy that he's my coach, and for him to do it as a captain of this team and now the head coach of this team is something that I don't even know. Has that been done before? I don't know. I don't know.
It's a short list.
I don't know. It's incredible.
I know you got your wife and kids over there, but you got to celebrate in Vegas. Not a bad place to win it.
Yeah, I would have loved to win it in front of the Caniacs, but this is a pretty cool second.
Congratulations, man. Thank you.
And we have some breaking news. Governor Josh Stein has told our Eric Miller that the parade for these Stanley Cup champions will be in Raleigh on Saturday.
More details to come, but we do know, again, from the governor to our Eric Miller, that the Canes victory, Stanley Cup victory parade will be on Saturday. So about a week away. Gives everybody opportunity to go out and buy some gear if they don't have it, get some extra stuff, cancel any plans you had on Saturday. Right. Get your Saturday wide open so that you can celebrate with this city and with this state and this region.
We'll need to check in with Grant Skinner and find out what the weather forecast is going to be for Saturday.
I think Grant Skinner, it was looking pretty good. We're looking like 85.
Is it going to be good? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up.
We're getting a thumbs up from Grant Skinner.
Here's Taylor Hall. Are we going to get Taylor Hall now?
He's still chatting, but we were talking about just what this does to a community, what a championship can do, and how it can bring people together. We saw all the fans coming out and enjoying these watch parties, and the new friendships that get started, and
absolutely.
I think this week people are going to realize even more, if they haven't lived in a city that has won something like this before, just how special it is. And it doesn't even matter if you're a hockey fan, right? Everybody can kind of rally around this one thing, and it creates a special atmosphere. And it's going to be a fun week.
Well, you had a few thousand people outside of Lenovo Center for tonight's watch party. You had 18,000 people inside Lenovo Center for the watch party. You had 1,600 people at Red Hat Amphitheater. I don't know if it's exactly that much. I mean, just think about the thousands of people who are going to want to be a part of this.
Taylor, this is the stuff you dream about. You scored a goal.
So we have Pat with the interview here, but we also hear that Rod Brind'Amour is taking the podium.
Belief never wavered. Did you have to wait for the horn to go off to really think it was real?
Well, the empty netter, then it was coming. We knew then it was probably going to happen. But up until then, you don't want to let yourself, think that it could happen. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Just couldn't be prouder of the group.
We'll stay in that same role, Ryan.
We've talked for years. You always say, Jordo brings it every day, every shift, every game. What can you say about seeing him have the opportunity to lift the Conn Smythe?
It's kind of it's an unbelievable ending to a great story, right? Like, I've talked about him enough, but I mean, I'm so proud of him. It's just, and I'm proud that he was able to do that in front of the whole hockey world, and everyone got to see now what I've known forever. What kind of player he is, but a leader. We're not hosting that without him. It's just not even close. And but I'm glad for him because I've seen this guy grind it out for 14 years and never waver. And so you're doesn't always work out, as we know, but it's nice to see the good guys get one, you know.
Rod, how does this compare to winning as a player?
I've been asked that a lot here now. It's still awesome. It's just as awesome. But as a player, it was a little different because I'd worked and dreamt about winning a cup my whole life, and so that it was like a piano came off my back. This time around, I wanted it. It was for the group. Like I wanted them to feel what it's like, and I wanted it so bad for them. So to watch them finally get it, and then when I'm grabbing it, they give it just to see the look on their faces is it's priceless. Because you know how happy they were for me, and it was the other way around for me, you know, and I'll never forget that.
Left side, front row, Pierre.
Rod, I know a couple of years ago when your deal was expiring, there were other teams that I talked to that were just praying that you would become a free agent. They were ready to drop bucket loads of money on you. Your loyalty to this team and why this perhaps means more, is that the reason why you stay?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I have a certain way to coach, but I don't think I could do it anywhere else. You know, it's just you have to. We have a lot of talk in our room about caring, and that's not phony. You can't, you know. And so this has been my home forever. My kids have been raised here in Raleigh and played for the team, and it's just I'm very lucky. I don't know how many coaches anywhere kind of have that, and you know, and we know. Coaching has a shelf life, we get it, but certainly not this year, you know. So but it's a special bond that I think I get to have with my guys because I've been here so long, and some of them have been here so long, and that's special.
Right side, front row, Chip.
Yeah, Rod, is this the first time you've touched the cup? I know you've been around it since 2006, first time you actually put your hands on it.
Yeah.
Did you struggle, or was that a fake struggle to get it up?
No, that was just a little bear hug, and I don't know. And I wasn't sure I was going to raise it over my head just because that's kind of a player thing, but I don't know. I had no choice.
One other thing, too, Tom Dundon just said his stress level was extremely high throughout this whole thing, and until that, I guess, the third goal, it didn't ease. Was the same way for you?
Yeah, that is like me. I mean, I got to give him a lot of credit for this whole thing. Number one, he gave me an opportunity. You know, without him, I'm not sitting here. I know it. So I got to give him credit there. And then, you know, his commitment to trying to build a winner is there. I mean, he like I said, he went out and got us players that we needed, and here we are.
Right side, third row, Ryan.
Hey, Rod, what can you say about Taylor Hall's performance in these playoffs, and how happy are you for him to finally get a cup?
It's a great story. You know, we got a bunch of these guys and that have grinded it out, and him coming over with the pedigree he had, and you know, it could have been easy to just be like, I'm not doing this, but it was the opposite. It was like, you know, how do I contribute to getting this? And it was a daily thing for him. I think he got better as a player, and I mean, you just watch him now. I don't know that he could have played any better. He's was a real special player, another great addition, and you know, I think I know he was a big part of what we've just done here.
Right side, second row, Bill.
Rod, I know this is obviously special for the whole group, but how about the 5 guys who have been with you for the 8 years and all the ups and downs you guys went through?
It's hard to put into words, you know. I remember the day that even my first acquisition was Jordan Martinook. I remember we grabbed him, had lunch with him, and I'm like, hey, we're going to try to build something, and we need, you know, the kind of player you are, the personality, this is what we're building around. And he was like, yeah. And then it was the same thing as Jordan. Like, every day, it's the same. You watch him for 8 years play. You guys that see it, it's the exact same every day. And he just brings people into the fight. And, you know, even, you know, Sebastian Aho, I think, sitting beside Jordo every day and just having to watch what he does. Okay, I got to do this. I mean, that's the power of leadership. And, yeah, I'm really happy for those guys.
Was there ever a time you thought this might not happen?
Well, you always have doubt. I mean, listen, it creeps in all the time. And especially because I felt like we had this team could have done this many, many times, you know. But, oh, man, you know, something just go off the rails a little. And I always thought it was the injuries. Like, we just were missing key pieces. And you can't win when you get to the end if key pieces are out. It's just too hard. And we were fortunate this year that didn't really happen. So that's a big deal.
Left side, front row, Tom.
Rod, Freddie Anderson, for what he's been through, you know, not just 13 years in career, but the last couple of weeks with his agent, just to see him, Jordan, to recognize him and give him the cut first.
Well, it kind of goes to the same thought process with Taylor Hall, like a guy that's grinded it out for a long time, and he gutted it out. You know, he's had some injuries. He wasn't 100%. You know, that's why he never really came back. You know, we had could have maybe played, but it was like you can't kind of play at this time of year. And so, but happy for him that everyone knows he was such a big part of this and getting us here.
We'll take a few more. Left side, second row, Tracy.
Rod, I'll ask you about another feel-good story with Brandon Bussi and just how he handled everything, and then to come out tonight and play that game in this
unbelievable
situation.
I don't think that you're right. I mean, it kind of got a little bit overlooked. But I mean, every start, like this is kind of strange. Like every start that he's had for us has been like that. And it's just been, we're good, no stress, making saves, you know, like from day one that he showed up. So I don't know, we got, you know, sometimes you get lucky in sports. You know, you do have to have that. That was a lucky waiver pickup that just happened at the right time. And
all right, we have Tom Dundon, who is also speaking, the owner of the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's listen into that.
We got that this year.
You don't get to where you are in life without being able to handle success, and I think that's one of the hardest things for so many people. What happens now for this franchise, now that they've done it, and everybody's going to be coming for your guys, for your front office, for your coaching staff, and wanting to replicate what you've done here?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's been that way for a while. I think the league probably knew that we had good people and had a good plan, and so the big challenge is just, like you're saying, when you win, how do you keep that same, how do you stay hungry? And I'm not actually that worried about it because Rod doesn't know any other way.
Do you celebrate? I know.
I'm gonna tonight. Yeah, we have a party for the team and putting on a party for the team and their families. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't do it often, but maybe tonight.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy the moment at least once. Where does the franchise go from here as far as like Lenovo Center? I know you're investing more into the arena, more into the area. Where do you see this going from here?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're on a pretty good track, so we just got to keep moving. And, you know, the amount of interest and the amount of people, I think, because of the Cup run that were exposed in North Carolina to the team, I think it's kind of a step up even from where we were, and it was going pretty well. Now I think it's even better.
I might have to put my foot in my mouth for asking this question. You can no comment if you want. MLB to Raleigh, what are the odds?
I don't know. I mean, I think we're gonna put ourselves in a really good place, and if they decide to expand, we'll have a compelling offer.
All right, you heard it from the man himself, Tom Dundon. Thank you so much. Thanks, great to formally meet you, Pat Walter from WRAL. Thank you. Absolutely.
Rod, I was talking to some of the newer guys on your team, and they said that you made them feel welcome right away. I guess what's the key to that?
Let's go back to Rod Brind'Amour.
They're part of the group. They're not.
5 guys that have been here forever. It's their team. So they're like, they get it. I guess the thing I tell you, I thought you got an easy job. I don't have to micromanage stuff like that. Yeah. We bring in a player. Jordan knows we got to get this guy, his family. They got to feel welcome. And then the style of play we have, I think we let people play. Like, yeah, you got to play hard. But they all know that's how you win. And then their talent takes over. And that's kind of how we've preached it. And I think it's actually pretty easy.
Thanks a lot, Rod. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Congratulations, Roddy. Thank you.
Can we talk
Jordan
about
Staal will be in moment 2.
First of all, if you were going to design somebody, say, draw me a hockey player, okay, that's who you would draw, first of all.
He's so impressive.
Second of all, the way he was talking about the moment of winning the cup, almost like as a coach, but as like the father of the team, right? He knew what it felt like to win it as a player. And all he wanted was his players to have that same feeling, but he had the same doubt that every single Hurricanes fan can relate to, that feeling, because he said, this isn't the first team I've coached that could have done this.
Right.
We just always seemed to have something happen that we couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
And people were waiting for that to happen this time. But this team just was relentless.
I just love listening to him because he just won the Stanley Cup, and you could have told me that that was a pre-game news conference. He was so focused and just stoic. Let's go over to Pat, who's got Jordan Staal with his family. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a press conference. There we go.
All right. Yes, thank you.
Hurricanes captain.
I tried to steal Dad, but
and Conn Smythe Trophy winner Jordan Staal. Again, please raise your hand and wait for the microphone. We'll start right side front row, Corey.
Rod, Jordan, I'm going to peek around here. Your new bit of hardware there.
Yeah.
Could you've done this before, but how different is it this time, given everything you went through here? I know it wasn't easy for quite a few years, seeing Eric leave and the struggles. What is it like compared to the last time?
Yeah, no, it's exactly right. I mean, even me and Eric were talking about it on the ice already. The plan was to do it together, obviously, and it didn't work out, but it's life sometimes. And, I'm obviously, especially now, happy I stuck around. I believed in the culture. I believed in what we were trying to build in Carolina, and I was just, an amazing feeling to be able to build something like that, and then top it all off with this is, it's an absolute dream come true.
Left side front row, Tom.
Jordan over here. Just giving the cup to Freddie first. Just obviously he's been through a lot. I mean, this is his career, but also in the last couple of weeks. Just what do you think the meaning was? What was it? I guess behind that decision and the meaning was when you handed that to him.
Yeah, obviously he's been grinding the longest, and I think he got us going here in that playoffs, and I'm unfortunate to be out of the lineup. I'm sure he wanted to keep it going, and he couldn't. But I figured he'd be a great start, and I think just proud of the way he played for us and gave us some great rest, obviously early in the playoffs, and a chance to keep moving forward. And I went with Freddie.
Right side front row, Sean.
Jordan, you've been here with Jacob Slavin for so long, and he's been such a great player for you guys without getting a ton of notice. In the last year, he had the Four Nations, then he won the Cup with the he won the goal with the United States, and now he's won the Cup. Is it nice for you to see him get some of these accolades and get some of the headlines that maybe he's deserved for a long time?
Yeah, he's been my Norris candidate for a long time, and he does so many little things so well, and you don't really appreciate it unless you literally watch the game, and you have to see his every shift, every play, and he does so many things that we get to see a lot and appreciate about him, and he was remarkable tonight. I mean, my goodness, his stick, he stopped like 4 or 5 grade A's. It was nonstop. It was every shift really, and he was a massive reason why it stayed at 0.
Left side front row, Ryan.
Jordan, family is a word we hear a lot about from the organization, from everyone within it. Obviously, we see your kids here. We see them in the rooms, after games and everything. How key do you think having that family atmosphere, creating this family environment with all the players was to get to this point?
Yeah, it's important. I mean, Roddy's been talking about our C5 stuff. It's compete consistently, but it's caring too, right? And you can't care for each other unless you don't get to know each other and you become a family. And I think our group, cares so much because we became a family, and this is really family. But in that room is the same feeling, and I wanted to win that thing so bad, but I wanted to win it so much more for everyone else in that room, and how much they deserved it, and how hard they've all worked. It just gives me chills that we were able to pull it off for each other, and family was a big reason.
Right side, second row, Bill.
Jordan, I know you said you wanted to win it for everybody, but how special is it to win it with the 4 guys that you've been here, like the 8 years since Rod's been here?
Yeah, that's definitely a huge part of it. I mean, this core group, I love those guys, man. I mean, they bring it every day, and they compete, and yeah, they're family. I mean, to be able to keep grinding, keep going, keep pushing, and
and get beat down again and not get it and regroup and go again and finally pulled us off. It's a dream come true. It's indescribable.
Thanks, Jordan.
All right, thank you. Good job, guys. Let's go.
I still want to have the.
You guys have anything to say?
Yeah, I have a question.
What question?
I thought you called us crew.
Crew, you're a crew, yeah.
And we're gonna go way back to the first game in the first season. Why did you punch that guy? Questions that need to be answered, guys.
Yeah. I'll answer that later, yeah. All right. We'll see you guys.
Can we keep the hats?
Oh my
That was
goodness.
the question of the night. That was
Way to
amazing.
go. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to that game. Why did you punch that guy? Was that too
Hilarious.
funny?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You know
my
what?
gosh.
Jordan Staal said that the thing that gets him stressed is his kids. He was obviously joking and called them angels, but it was so cute to see him with them. What a wonderful thing. You heard Coach Brind'Amour talking
Yes.
about Taylor Hall and
Yeah.
just his journey and how crucial he has been over the course of this season.
We heard from him not long ago. Let's listen to that now.
An incredible game from us. It was a typical Hurricanes game, honestly, and I couldn't be more proud of this group and proud to be a part of it. You don't really know what turns your life's going to take, and sometimes it's a beautiful turn. I got here last year, and I could tell right away this is somewhere where I wanted to be team-wise. The atmosphere in the building is always electric. You know, that's a big part of the way we play, and I'm pretty stoked that I'll be linked to Raleigh for the rest of my life.
That is so great. So you're hearing these bits from the players that was happening during Rod Brind'Amour's news conference, so we're able to get those back for you.
You notice every single one of them mentions Raleigh.
Yeah.
And this community, the fans, and you can feel just a real joy to be part of this community.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It means so much. Who else are we hearing from?
Sebastian Aho
Yes.
is next.
Feels good to be able to win this, especially with this jersey, and yeah, I feel like the city of Raleigh, the fans, the team, it's so well deserved that we won. Honestly, the wait and the work is all worth it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I didn't
know he was going to say that before I queued that up. But it is interesting.
Yes.
He says the city of Raleigh.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be interesting too to watch this week between now and on Saturday, when again the governor has announced we will have the victory parade. We don't know details. We don't know what time or exactly what the route was going to be. We know it's going to be Saturday. Let's pay attention to how many of these guys still have those beards.
Oh, good point. I don't know. Is there precedent there?
I don't know.
Do you shave it on a certain day after the final?
I think you grow it until you win the cup. And
Right.
then
Exactly.
I think some of them are probably itching both figuratively and literally to shave, I would bet.
We will see. We will see. That will be quite the time on Saturday for that Stanley Cup victory parade, the first in 20 years.
Do you think this... and you know what? People are going to want to be decked out in the clothes
in
to
the
wear.
gear.
Eric Miller is at a fan shop that opened up late tonight to let people get a jump start.
Yeah, guys, and it's just closing down. I think the last couple of fans made it out, but you can see we are still packed with so many of the folks who have made this playoff happen. So many of the people who have been behind the scenes, who have done the work to make sure that these watch parties, to make sure that the games here run and look as good and are as fun as they are. But take a look at this right here. This is the aftermath of this win. This is where all of the shirts that fans ran screaming out of the store with, this is where they were. I asked the manager here exactly how many they sold this evening. He said he didn't have an exact number. I'm not going to use the phrase he used, but let's just say it was lots of shirts that were sold in here tonight. They also had hats as well. And guys, was there anything else that you were selling here for the championship? just the shirt and hat. I do want to walk over here. You can see a couple of folks are modeling these Stanley Cup championship hats. You see them right there. That's what folks are walking out the door with here this evening. I would show you one of the shirts, but hey, those are all gone. It's been a whirlwind of Canes fans here all evening long. That also includes North Carolina Governor Josh Stein. We spoke with him. We were the first reporters to speak with him after the Canes win. Take a listen to some of what he had to say.
I'm thrilled here with my son Sam. We've been coming to games all season, all last few seasons, to see how this team has worked so hard and been so committed. Rod Brind'Amour is an unbelievable coach. He has a plan. They've executed it to perfection. Incredible talent up and down the lineup. There are State fans here. There are Carolina fans here. There are Duke fans here. There are Wake fans, ECU fans. We are all together around the Carolina Hurricanes. It is bringing the state together. We could not be more thrilled that the Canes won the Stanley Cup.
And the governor as well also teased ahead to a victory parade on Saturday and a visit to the governor's mansion as well. Now, if you weren't here tonight, don't worry. They're going to be getting a lot more merchandise in here. So if you want something to celebrate the Canes, I promise you, they'll have something for you. Send it back to you.
Thank you so much.
Those they better start replenishing that gear because you know that the demand is going to be wild before Saturday. Pat Welter, we just heard from Rod Brind'Amour up at the podium, and now Pat Welter is tracking him down to be able to get a one-on-one interview with the coach who has won a Stanley Cup now as both a player and as...
Be careful on the ice, Pat.
Don't slip.
His little, there we go.
As both a player and a coach.
And I think this is their reward for a lot of years of getting there close, but now it's their trophy too. Thank you. Well, they get it. That's the thing. This is, it's easy to say when you win a special group, but I've been saying that for a long time, and it's just great that you get rewarded. It doesn't always work out, right? We know life's not fair. We get all that, but tonight it all worked out.
Rod, how would you compare raising the cup in 06 to doing it now 20 years later?
Well, it's just as good. It's just as good. Different because I wanted it so bad for these guys. I wanted them to feel what I felt 20 years ago, and desperately, because they deserve it. I watch how hard these guys work every day and have for years, and not to just come up a little short, but not this year.
We've been interviewing you now for 2 straight months. What's the one thing you want to say that you haven't been able to say this whole time?
Well, it's just what we touched on. I want to just thank the Hurricanes, the fans, the Caniacs, because we wouldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to be doing this without them. I promise you. The way they support us and the home court advantage that we have because of the way they let us know, that we're their team is real special.
You talk all the time about wanting this for these guys, right? And now they're bonded for life, and so are you. What can you say about how their lives are about to change?
Well, it's special. You can't really put it into words because, we had our 2016 back in November come through the locker room, and the guys, it was like a wake-up call because it was like, wow, there's something special there, and, coming second doesn't cut it. You got to break through, and I think that had a lot to do with it. And you're right, these guys are going to be bonded for life now.
And now you got to watch your son. Skylar's in the Calder Cup.
They took a tough one today. I actually did get to watch a little bit of it. They lost in overtime, but they're not out yet. So I'd be now turn gears, and I'll be able to be a dad and watch and root them on.
What was the most memorable thing for you from this run?
It's too much to say one thing. It's 20 guys that just bought into everything that was about it, and then watched our leader just say, hey, jump on my back.
Jordan Staal. I mean, to see that emotion out of him, and I couldn't help but think of you and those two images juxtaposed. I mean, were you thinking of that too?
I love that guy, and I'm just so happy for him. Like, there's no more deserving player on the planet. None, I promise you. And it worked out for him, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, I think so. Way of working out. You can't write it any better. Congratulations. Thanks, Rod. Yeah, congrats. Rod Brind'Amour, ladies and gentlemen. A man who earned this, deserves this. The ultimate player's coach, but an X's and O's guys too that knows how to push all the right buttons. Just incredible stuff. I feel honored to have been a small part of this, to see these guys grow up together. I mean, I think that's the most special part about this. We love college sports in Raleigh. UNC NC State and Duke. But now the players change, the coaches change so frequently. But here, so much of this core is the same. It's Rod Brind'Amour, it's Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov, Jordan Martinook, and you heard it right there, Jordan Staal. These guys built this together. They have built hockey in Raleigh. It starts with Rod Brind'Amour in 2006 with that cup. And now here we are 20 years later. And we might have it for another 100. Raleigh is a hockey city. I don't know if you're on me right now, but I'll send it back to you. The ice is clearing out. What a scene. Incredible.
Well said. Yeah,
I don't know if Pat can hear us. If Pat can hear us, I really would love to know what it's been like.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Pat, we just saw you running across the rink to try to get to Rod. They didn't lay down any kind of carpet. I'm amazed that you have not yet slipped.
Yeah, Brian Murphy joined me now, and Brian, they just asked how we haven't slipped out here. Well, I will tell you, I have to apologize to a colleague because I committed a cardinal sin. I got in front of their shot, but I heard you guys in my ear say, Pat Welter, we're going to him live. I had no idea where Jamie Munden was on the ice. I had no clue. And then you're like, we're going to a one-on-one with Rod Brind'Amour. I'm like, news to me. So I ran down there. I kind of slipped, but I'll tell you what, this ice is pretty beat up. And we just saw Jordan Staal out here with Adidas slides on. So he's transitioned, Brian.
Yeah, and he brought the Stanley Cup over to hold it up with his brother, who won it in 2006, Eric Staal. What a great moment for the two of them to hold the cup up together. You know, they've been waiting a long time. Probably that's their only opportunity. They waited a long time to be able to do that and couldn't. You know, a bit amazing out here. Talked to Tom Dundon, talked to Eric Tulsky.
Yeah.
We just saw Rod Brind'Amour. Amazing. These guys who put their whole life into this now get to celebrate with the Stanley Cup.
It's funny to see how everybody wears it differently, right? Like Tulsky wore it exactly as you'd expect. He's like, I'm celebrating. I'm like, are you? You know, that's just how he is, right? But Jordan Staal, to see the emotion from him, I mean, this is a guy that never expected to score goals like this. What is he, 37 years old? Maybe he was starting to wonder if this would ever happen, and for it to happen for him and to hear Rod talk about him in that way, I mean, to me, they are mirror images. Like, I can see Jordan Staal being the coach of the Hurricanes whenever Rod decides to hang this up.
I asked Jordan Martinook if this was sort of the twilight of Jordan Staal's career, and he said, you think this is the twilight of his career? I mean, he is 37, pretty amazing. Tulsky told me, I need to get work on improving this team for tomorrow. What's pretty amazing is that so many of these guys could be back next year.
100%.
And so you see all the joy of a Jordan Staal, you know, Logan Stankoven, talked to him earlier. There is another core. We talk about the two timelines, right, with the Golden State Warriors. Well, there's the two timelines with the Carolina Hurricanes. All those guys are under contract. Miller, Stankoven, Blake. And then you've got the old core, which is still going to be around for several more years, the Ahos and Svechnikovs of the world. This team is built to be right back here. And I think what the last 8 years have taught us is just how difficult that is. You've got to stay healthy. You got to have a goaltender get right. Talked to Freddie Anderson. He said he was overcome with emotion when they handed him the Stanley Cup second. Was not expecting it. Didn't know the order that it was going to go in, but was just, you know, overcome with emotion when I asked him about it.
And it's multi-levels that you're talking about, right? Like, it's the salary cap, but it's also the structure in the locker room. Like, this is a group that's equipped to handle success, right? Like, because the egos aren't here. There's not one guy. There's not a bunch of jealous guys. Now, maybe there is a couple, like, quietly in the locker room, but the culture supersedes that here. And so it's not one guy getting the credit. It really is, like, all 20. And you mentioned Anderson, too. Like, everybody has a piece of this. And then the families do as well. It's been so great to see them down here on the ice, from Eric Staal to the Stankovens to the Bussies.
Right.
Just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, this really is, Rod talks about it all the time, a family organization. And I from somebody who's, you know, been in these locker rooms for all these years, like, you can really feel it. It's Christian Leanders. We're still on TV. Still on.
And I think Jordan Staal sets the tone for that. Sets the tone for the locker room. Like, you're going to come here. I don't care if you're Taylor Hall. You're a former #1 pick. You're a former MVP. You're going to buy into the way we do things. Not that Taylor Hall wasn't going to, but, like, they can integrate anyone. They can integrate an undrafted, waived guy like Brandon Bussey. They can integrate a former MVP like Taylor Hall. They can integrate an up-and-coming star like Logan Stankoven. Whoever comes, as Tom Dundon said, you know, the GM and the front office finds these guys, and then they play better when they get here because of Rod Brind'Amour.
I guess I know what you guys are talking about starting off this, but this is I think this has been something that's been amazing to see. Had a chance to speak to Justin Williams earlier, and just about how he's seen this program and also Raleigh grow with hockey over the last 20 years. And, I mean, there were some tough times that he was able to watch from afar, and then he came back with the Canes and to try to help jumpstart something. And, you know, as an alumni, he feels just as much a part of this as a player does. And I think those are, like, the interesting things I was able to see here, talking to people here on the ice. Just a wonderful atmosphere here, and you could tell how close everyone is here. I had a chance to speak to Jalen Chatfield's father earlier, and Jalen Chatfield had an opportunity with Vegas, and he was cut and went to Vancouver, and that's what started his track to the Carolina Hurricanes. And he was just like, thank you, Vegas, for cutting my son, because if it weren't for that, he wouldn't be with the Carolina Hurricanes to win this. And I thought that was a wonderful moment with his family.
Right, you could go down the line like Logan Stankoven. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Mikko Rantanen. But the work is just beginning for us. They're clearing us off the ice, it appears now, which means we have to go to the casino because the celebration continues. And I might just know where the Canes are going to be partying tonight. So we'll see if we can get in there.
Hey, you know, I have a quick question for you guys before they pull the Zamboni out. Quick question for you.
Thank you. We'll walk and talk.
Oh wait, yeah. So
I think
they are.
say
They are
yes.
running.
Yep.
So you know, I'm just curious. I've been thinking a lot about Rod Brind'Amour, and maybe we should let these guys move off the ice here.
One thing I heard from Tom Dundon, I think that really stood out, was the jump-in level of enthusiasm and interest in the Hurricanes from the Eastern Conference Final, which they've been in a bunch of times, to the final. He said he was blown away by the number of fans that came out here and by the level of interest in the watch parties all over Raleigh, just the media interest, everything that changed from the start of the Eastern Conference Final to the end of the Stanley Cup. Tom Dundon said has sort of blown him away and sort of validated, he said it was already validated, but kind of validated everything that he's gone through in building this program over the last 8 years, this franchise.
All right, I've got the IFB. If you guys have a question, I can hear you.
Well, you know, I was just wondering about, you know, I'm thinking about the Mount Rushmore of our superstar players and coaches here in this region. Everybody from Michael Jordan to Coach K to Jimmy V and the people who would be up there. But Rod Brind'Amour seems to be in a class of his own because the fans of all of those different people fall under him. And he was able to win it as a player, stayed committed to this region as a coach, brought another championship back to Raleigh. And I'm wondering what you think his legacy is now as he kind of enters legendary, unique legendary status among sports figures here in our area.
Yeah, the question is Rod Brind'Amour's status now in Raleigh sports at large. And Dan, before the season, I did a sit-down with Rod Brind'Amour, and my headline for it was that Rod Brind'Amour is now the face of Raleigh sports. As we've seen Coach K and Roy Williams, these legendary coaches retire, it was Rod Brind'Amour. We didn't have a signature star player, and as I mentioned earlier tonight, some of our college stars change year to year, and so many of them are here just for 1 year now. So yeah, Rod Brind'Amour is in that status, right? Like he's in the fraternity. He already was, right? Like he already was cemented, and it just didn't feel right for me for this team not to win a cup, right? For a team that does everything the right way, Brian, for a coach that pushes all the right buttons, puts the team before himself, you know, that's stuck with this when a lot of other coaches maybe would have clamored for more money as he had a contract renegotiated a couple of years ago. But he said it himself, this is home. His kids are here. He's raising his family here. Raleigh is where he wants to be.
Yeah, you know, I had that conversation with Tom Dundon, and what he told me is one of the reasons he hired Rod Brind'Amour was because how much he loved the Hurricanes. That it came through in his interview, and now we're talking, that was 8 years ago. He was a player here. He was an assistant coach here. Now he's the head coach. He's tied to this organization in a way that I can't think of anybody. You know, you mentioned the Dean Smiths and the Roy Williams and the Mike Krzyzewskis of the world. Those guys. And they were here for 30, 40 years coaching teams. Well, Rod's been here for a quarter century. He's been here for 26 years since he got traded here in 2000. He has 2 Stanley Cups, and he is the face of this franchise. He means everything to this franchise. And I think that puts him on, you know, the Mount Rushmore or whatever you want to talk about Raleigh sports, particularly at this moment, particularly in this century. It's Rod Brind'Amour.
And I can't really say enough about the person either. Like, am I in his home? Am I going out with him? No. But, like, I've gotten to know him to a certain extent. And, like, yeah, on the podium, he's one way. He dips the hat down, and some days he doesn't feel like answering questions. But then, like, you'll run into him maybe on the sidelines at an NC State game. He'll ask you about you, ask you about your family, ask about your kids. He's out there with his son. Like, he is a father, too. He is a fan, too. A self-prescribed NC State fan, as we saw the Wolfpack hat on earlier in this postseason. And that's the kind of thing that allows you to be a coach with a team for 8 seasons. Like, so many coaches believe, I think it was it Bill Parcells? There's a theory of, like, you have to get out. Every coach needs to get out of a certain extent, but not when you run it like Rod does, and you have the mutual respect of he's not going to ask his players to do anything he wouldn't do, and that he still can't do, because the guy can still skate, he can still lift Lord Stanley's Cup. Rod the Bod, bigger, stronger than ever.
Well, what's amazing about that is we saw hockey coaches are changed over all the time. John Tortorella, the opposing coach in this series, was hired with 8 games remaining in the regular season. They decided Bruce Cassidy, who had won a Stanley Cup, was out, and John Tortorella was in. And so you have not only an organization that's stuck with Rod for 8 years through, lots of playoff busts, I guess, for lack of a better term. Great regular season success. You heard Gary Bettman, the commissioner of the NHL, say no team in the NHL has won more regular season and playoff games over the last 8 years than the Carolina Hurricanes. Well, now they have the Stanley Cup that goes along with all that regular season and postseason success. And Rod Brind'Amour is at the heart of it all. Rod Brind'Amour and Jordan Staal. I think in a lot of ways we're going to have to add Jordan Staal to that conversation. He's been here since 2012. That's 14 years of blood, sweat, and tears in this organization. And he was here for the lean times, the times when they weren't making the playoffs, the times when the place wasn't full and the fans weren't, traveling to Las Vegas. And he stuck it out, and he's been the leader, the glue, and the best player for a lot of the postseason on the ice. And I think Jordan Staal, Rod Brind'Amour are now in that conversation.
Chris Lee here. Any thoughts on Rod and just what he's meant to this organization, to the city?
Brian Murphy said it earlier. He's literally been everything, right? Yeah. Like, without Rod coming back as the coach and getting things turned around, this team probably isn't in Raleigh anymore. That's huge. But also, I wanted to add something when you talked about Jordan Staal. What about that moment between Jordan Staal and Eric Staal right there that we saw? Yeah. I don't know if that made air, but the two brothers able to come together, hold Lord Stanley's Cup together, and take that picture. I'm going to upload it on my Instagram here in a little bit. Just taking all the pictures in. But that was a wonderful moment right there to see the two brothers be able to have that together. And now they're both Stanley Cup champions.
And there were 2 jerseys hanging in the rafters above the Lenovo Center. Rod Brind'Amour and Eric Staal. And Jordan Staal is going up there. Whenever it is that he decides to hang it up, Jordan Staal will be the 3rd number hung from the rafters at the Lenovo Center for the Carolina Hurricanes.
And you have to wonder who from this team could be next, right? Because there's so many young stars on this group. I was saying one thing a couple of days ago. I think Jackson Blake could be the best player on this team in 2 years.
Oh, for sure.
So there's a little tease for you guys. I know we have to go back to studio. So let's head back into
guys, isn't Stankoven also one of the guys who's on contract, I think, as well? So he's going to be with the team for a while, too. And I know the guys spoke with him earlier as well.
We put in a lot of hard work, and it's nice to see it pay off. And I think just for me, I'm very grateful coming in. It's only been a year and a half for me in this organization, and they welcomed me right away, and I felt part of the team. So, glad to be here long term and to hoist the cup with such a great group of guys. If you believe it and you put the work in, anything's possible. And I think these two have sacrificed a lot for me. You don't do it alone. It takes a village to get here, and just very happy I can share it with them all, and can't wait to bring the cup back to Raleigh.
Yep, a lot of us can't wait to see that being paraded down the streets here in the city of Oaks. Let's send things over to Luis Fernandez. Luis, you've been in the live center tonight watching this all play out, and this is a bookend moment for a lot of people. A lot of us remember 20 years ago. I had a lot less gray hair watching them win that Stanley Cup, and here we are 20 years later seeing it all play out again. And it is interesting with Rod Brind'Amour being at the center of both. What great stories for so many fans.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I remember carpooling to Carnegie Middle School for 6th grade, seeing the banners for the Stanley Cup championship up on all the light poles up and down downtown Raleigh. Since we're talking about Rod Brind'Amour, Jordan Martinook actually asked this question earlier. We wanted to get an answer for him. Rod Brind'Amour, Stanley Cup as a player and as a coach for the same franchise. How many times has that happened over the course of the NHL's history? Well, this is the 7th time that has ever happened. The last time this happened was Toe Blake doing it for the Canadiens in 1956. And I did some digging. The 6 other coaches / players that have done this are all in the Hockey Hall of Fame. I think it's time for Rod. What are we doing? And another moment I wanted to bring up here as well, Brandon Bussi, just to really put all this into perspective, right? Last year, this guy had not started an NHL game. He was going back and forth. He was with the Bruins, kind of towards the bottom of the organization. He signs with the Panthers, gets cut. The Hurricanes pick him up on waiver, where he suddenly starts for the Canes and has this amazing run in this regular season. Then he goes 2 months without playing for the Hurricanes and has to pick it back up in Game 3 in the 3rd period. And they have been smooth sailing ever since. A couple of things for you for Brandon Bussi here. He is the first American to start a Stanley Cup clinching game in net since Jonathan Quick in 2014. Brandon Bussi is the first, he's the first, this is a tricky one, the first goalie to get the Stanley Cup clinching win after not starting Game 1 in the Stanley Cup final since 1984. This really is one, I think, in a team full of stories, this might just be the greatest one. And we talked about all the young players, right? Jackson Blake, 7 goals, 13 assists, right here, number 53, leads the Canes in points, has 1 more at the end of it than Taylor Hall. Something to keep in mind, he is 22 years old. Logan Stankoven led the team in goals scored. He is 23 years old. Keandre Miller, who has been one of the best defensemen in the NHL during the playoffs, 26 years old. This Canes team, I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon, guys.
Blake was still in diapers when they won 20 years ago. Louis, you have been a longtime sports reporter and also a fan of this team. They have come so close, but they have struggled to get past the Eastern Conference Final year after year after year. Last season, Sebastian Aho writing in the Players Tribune just his gut-wrenching feeling when it didn't happen yet again. I mean, just talk about the evolution and to use Dan's word, the perseverance that you have witnessed as both a reporter and a fan of this team.
Right. Funny enough, I actually have a timeline right here for us to look at. Look at that. Let's go all the way back to nearly 20 years ago. June 19th, 2006, the Canes win the Stanley Cup. 2007 to 2018, they make 1 playoff in that entire stretch. They got all the way to the Eastern Conference Final. Didn't win a single game in the Eastern Conference Final in that one. Bruins, I believe, is who they played. Or Penguins, actually, is who it was. Then May 8th, 2018, they hire Rod Brind'Amour, and it's kind of, history from that point on. 2019, his very first year, they make the Eastern Conference Final. 2023, they make the Eastern Conference Final. 2025, they make the Eastern Conference Final. During this stretch, they only won 1 game in the Eastern Conference Final. So it was a lot of you get almost to the pinnacle, you get almost to the mountaintop, and then you fall short. That's where a lot of these questions that you've heard over the course of the past hour and a half, 2 hours or so that we've been doing this come up, where can this team do it? Does this style of play work? Well, then we get to this year. They've slowly added players bit by bit. We talk about Logan Stankoven from the Mikko Rantanen trade, Keandre Miller this offseason, all these different pieces that are coming together to form a really a deep team that can play in these type of moments. April 13th of this year, the first Eastern Conference Final 1 seed in franchise history, going all the way back to the Whalers. And then May 29th, just a few weeks ago, they go back to the Stanley Cup. And then here they are, June 14th, winning the Stanley Cup, 16-3 in this stretch. A dominating performance there, especially over these past few games against one of the hottest teams in the NHL, and Golden Knights.
Lesson. Thank you so much, Louis.
And another date we know is Saturday, June 20th, is going to be the parade. We don't have a ton of details as far as time, location, that sort of thing, but we do know it's going to be on Saturday. Let's send things over to Grant, because got to have good weather for a parade like this, Grant.
Partly cloudy skies and a seasonable day, so a great day for a parade. Looking forward to it. Winds out of the north 5 to 15 miles per hour. So far, looking good. Of course, it's still several days out, so we'll have to watch that forecast. Also, a quick update. There is a brief shower that's working into Chatham County right now. It's slowly fizzling out, so I want to give you an update on that. 92 degrees for tomorrow, so finally some more comfortable weather for the start of the week. It's been so hot this weekend. I know a lot of folks that have been out at watch parties have been kind of braving the heat over the past little while. We're at 86 by Tuesday, so even more comfortable by then. Very hot Thursday, back up to 99 degrees. And then for that parade, 88 degrees. Again, partly cloudy skies. It should be a great day for it. Rain chances staying pretty minimal for the first half of the weekend. Back up to 92 by Sunday. So, yeah, this has just been an amazing experience to watch. The fans, our reporters out there just having an absolute blast with everyone that's been celebrating this just incredible achievement. It's just electric. It's been a great time.
Sure is, Grant. Thank you so much. And what a city for them to be celebrating in. Wouldn't it be nice if they were doing it at home, of course, but Las Vegas. And how about Brandon Bussey not only celebrating a Stanley Cup championship, but also you may as well consider this his bachelor party because he's getting married next month as well.
It's not even 10 p.m. out there.
Oh, right.
We're up late.
A long night ahead.
We're up late. Any of you still up with us here tonight? We appreciate you being with us. Thank you for riding this with us and enjoying this journey. It has been such a fun, not only Stanley Cup playoff where the Canes have played so well, but the drama, the stories, the way that the city has shown and come together. Imagine what this parade is going to be like on Saturday. If it's anything like any one of the watch parties that we saw, every single place that said, hey, you can come watch the game here tonight, thousands of people showed up.
Absolutely.
Lines of people waiting for hours. This is a city that's ready to celebrate this team.
And we are too, so stick with WRAL. We will have crews fanned out on Saturday to celebrate with you and bring all the action to you. By the way, tomorrow our team coverage continues, starting with WRAL's morning news at 4:30 a.m. Thank you so much for being with us here on WRAL for our extended coverage of our Stanley Cup champions.
Good night.